I want to tell you a small story. One night in Calcutta, the streets were quiet and the air was heavy. A sister carried a man into the home for the buying, skin on bone, eyes dim with pain. Mother Teresa knelt beside him, washed his face, and held his hand. Newland's speech. No big plan, just love in the smallest act. I have lived like an animal on the street, but I am going to die like an angel, loved and cared for. She only smiled and said, "You are loved. If you judge people, you have no time to love them." She said it plainly, like truth you can hold. And maybe today more than ever we need that sentence, because judgment is fast, love is slow. Chico, love opens a hand, judgment closes a door. Che is with. Love makes a place at the table. We judge without noticing. In the market, on the bus, at home, we see a face and we write a story in our head. Wazy, lazy, proud, careless, dramatic, too much, not enough. Our mind builds a wall. Our heart stands outside, waiting. And all the while, someone is carrying a hidden weight, a wound we can't see, a fear they can't speak. When we judge, we miss the person. We miss the chance to love. Mother Teresa walked the same streets we walk, only with a different gaze, especially in the faces we avoid. She used to say, "The poor are Jesus in disguise," in white robes, but in torn shirts, tired eyes, and hands that shake. If you looked closely, if you waited one extra breath, you could see him there. That idea changes everything, doesn't it? What if the person who annoys you most is holding a hidden crown? What if the stranger is a door? What if the person you quickly judge is the one who needs your gentleness most? This is not a theory. It is a practice. A way of walking through a day, one simple step after another. She would say, love begins at home, and home is wherever your feet are, your office desk, the bus seat, the street corner, your own heart. Love speaks softly when judgment is loud. Love says, I don't need the full story to be kind. I don't need agreement to show respect. Love does not wait for a stage. It lifts a spoon. It washes a wound. She would whisper, we cannot all do great things, but we can do small things with great love, and that is enough to change a life. Sometimes it is enough to save one. Think of one person you struggle to understand. You have a name already, a co-worker, a neighbor, a family member, a stranger who lives rent-free in your mind. When their name comes, your chest tightens, a small storm gathers. This is where judgment wants to speak first. This is your holy ground today. What do you do? Start with a smile, so small, so simple, but not empty. Mother Teresa said, peace begins with a smile. It is a doorway. Not to pretend everything is fine, but to say, I will not harden. I will not close off. I will leave the door open for grace. Then say their name, even if only in your heart. Their name matters. It is the first thing love returns to a person who feels unseen. Not a problem. Ask a short, sincere question. How are you? Can I help? Could I carry that for you? The words do not need to be fancy, chichimejos, just real. Judgment wants to rush the scene. Love lingers. Judgment wants to shout a verdict. Love listens for a pain. If you listen, even a little, you will hear something you did not expect. A grief, a fear, a memory, a small request. The quiet truth of a human life. And when you hear it, your heart will understand what your mind judged too quickly. Judge not, that you be not judged. Jesus said, not to shame us, but to save us from a small life, a life trapped in scorekeeping, a life that shrinks the room. Mother Teresa trusted those words. She did not argue people into goodness. One smile, one touch, one bandage, one bowl of soup, one prayer said in a whisper no one else could hear. Let's walk with her for a moment. Picture a hospital corridor at dawn. The floor is cold, the light is thin. There is a woman sitting on the edge of a bed, not sure how to ask for help. Mother Teresa doesn't teach a class. She sits beside her. She holds the woman's hand the way a mother holds a child's. She does not judge the past that brought her here. She does not predict the future that waits outside. She loves in the only moment given, now. And in that now, shame loosens its grip. Dignity rises, hope stretches like a bird testing its wings. We confuse love with agreement. We imagine love means we must like everything, understand everything. That is not what she taught. Love is a choice to see a person before a label, a face before a story, a soul before a mistake. You can love someone you do not agree with. You can serve someone who has offended you. You can walk with someone who walks differently. That is how homes heal. That is how communities breathe again. Try a small act today. Wipe the table, not because it is dirty, but because someone you love will sit there. Fold a shirt, not because it is wrinkled, but because a tired body will wear it. Pour a glass of water, not because someone demanded it, but because thirst is a sacred thing. Humility without applause. She lived it. She lifted so deeply that the world could not ignore it. If you feel weak, good humility is strength turned the right way. She never pretended to be a hero. She said, I am a little pencil does not write on its own. It is guided. It is held. It is simple. And yet it can write words that move the world. You do not need a platform to love. Yours is enough. Mercy is not a vague feeling. It is specific. It breaks the cycle. It interrupts The patterns. When harsh words rise, mercy softens the tongue. When sarcasm tempts, mercy chooses silence. Mercy reaches for a blanket. Mercy is love when it costs, love when it is tired, love when no one claps. This is the path she walked, gentle, determined, quiet, strong. You may ask, does love really change anything? Look again. A child sleeps because someone watched a fever through the night. A man smiles because someone said, a mother breathes because someone brought milk to her door. These are not headlines, but they are resurrections in small rooms. They are revolutions in ordinary clothes. Your home can be a place like that. Your hallway, your kitchen, your messages, your voice. When judgment tries to fill the space, bless it instead. Speak one small blessing out loud. May peace be in this room. May kindness live in our words. May we be quick to forgive. A home is what we repeat. Repeat. Love. Tell me something real. Who is the one person you will choose not to judge today? Drop a first name or an initial in the comments, and if this gentle challenge is helping you live with more mercy, subscribe so we can keep walking this path together. And when you fail and we all do start again. Do not make a drama out of your weakness. Turn it into prayer. God, I tried and I was harsh. Help me try again. That prayer is not small. It opens a door. It lets grace back in. It makes you gentle with yourself, and gentle people are kinder to others. She loved silence, not to escape people, but to hear them better. If you want to stop judging, spend a little time in quiet. Sit by a window. Watch the light move across the floor. Let the noise settle. In the hush, a face, a name, a simple act you can do today, and then go do it. Do not postpone love. Do not schedule compassion. Give it while the heart is warm. Back. I want you to imagine the person you judged last. See their face in your mind, not the version your anger drew, but the real face, softened by time, lit by a small light over your heart, and saying, quietly, you are loved. Say it twice if you need to. That line can travel. It can cross rooms, it can cross years, and then free them. Mother Teresa often repeated, do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. True love may not change the whole world today, but it can change their world. It can change your home. And that is how the larger world shifts, one kitchen table at a time. One bandage, one smile, one visit, one prayer whispered in a hallway where no one else can hear. Forgiveness, yes, it will be asked of you. Forgiveness is a door you keep unlocking, even when the lock is rusty. It is not forgetting, it is choosing to loosen your hand from the throat of the story. It is choosing to give God space to work. Without forgiveness, peace cannot grow. If it, even the hardest soil breaks, and a green shoot appears. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. Let that be the bell that rings in your day. When impatience rises, the bell rings, the bell rings. When the room tightens, the bell rings, the bell rings. And you remember, I have time to love. I will make time to love. Love takes time, and I will give it. Tapsofakata again. See? The press of bodies, the heavy smell of heat and life. In the crush a woman with a blue-bordered sari moved like a small stream, carving a path of gentleness. She did not have power as the world counts it, but she had authority of someone who believes what she says and lives it. That kind of authority is rare. It calls us higher. So what will you do today? Pick one small act, one person. Look them in the eyes. Say their name. Offer a cup of water. Offer a seat. Offer your ear. Offer your smile. And if the old judgment returns, let it pass like a cloud. You do not have to hold it. You can choose again. Love is stubborn. It keeps going. It keeps showing up. It keeps forgiving. It keeps building the simple habits that make a home strong. If you keep choosing it, slowly you will feel the change. Rooms soften, words warm, hearts open. The air gets lighter. Even your own face will change, less tight, more bright, a little more free. And when the day ends, you will have a quiet courage in your chest. But because you walked the way, you used your hours for love. The shoe give 'em do weighs them on verdicts. You gave them to dignity. That is a good day. Few. You have no time to love them. Let the sentence guard your heart. Let it guide your steps. Let it shape your conversations. Let it heal your home. May you be a small pencil today. May your hand be steady. May your lines be gentle. May your words carry light. And may a blessing rest on your home. May peace enter your doorway and stay. May mercy be your language. May forgiveness be your habit. May hope be your morning. May joy be your evening. And may every small act of love you choose today change a life, beginning with yours.